Welcome to the 3-Zo Show. I'm your host, 3-Zo. This your host, MC. Every Wednesday night, 8:30 to 10:30. Want to thank y'all for tuning in. We about to cover James Toney versus Randy Couture. So, boxing versus UFC. Or MMA. Sorry. So, what's the big debate about it? What's the big deal, MC?
There isn't one. It's two different sports. It's not a fair fight. So
it's not a fair fight for who and for where?
It's not a fair fight for boxing and the UFC.
Okay, so a boxer that goes to the UFC not supposed to win.
99 times out of 100, they won't.
And what about the mixed martial arts artist who goes against a boxer in a boxing ring?
Generally the same rule and not quite as steep, because basically it's two different sports. You got a boxer who has his hand, he's really good at his hands.
Right.
But he's never had to clinch, he's never had to knee, he's never had to kick.
Right.
Not only that, he can't do it, but he also doesn't know how to defend those things.
Right.
He's never had to worry about anybody taking him down. He's never had to worry about submissions.
Right.
So basically, it's like saying, okay, here are two soldiers and you guys are going to fight to the death. I'm going to give you a sword.
Right.
I'm going to give you a knife, a club, a sword, a pistol, an AK-47, and a shield. Now, fight. It's not even a comparison. It's not a fair fight. And people always want to say, well, MMA fighter, if he went in the boxing ring, he would lose. Yeah, he would most of the time. Because, well, you're going to take all his weapons away.
Right.
And say, now, it's sword and the sword.
Right.
And the boxer is better with the sword than the UFC fighter is. So
right.
It's not a matter of who's tougher or whatever, but it's different rules and it's different sports. And
it's the same reason that Jordan can go from basketball to baseball.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. But the problem is, these are the one-on-one sports that we have, that exist, you know. So we always want to compare one-on-one sports. We always want to say, man, that boxer's tougher, colder, hits harder, or that UFC person, man, he got heavy hands. He don't even need his feet. He don't even need a ground game. Because that boy just got everything above the waist that it takes to knock somebody out. So basically what you're saying is, he's a good boxer. So, you know, you always want to do the comparison. And I know there's a few athletes who've gone back and forth. Mm-hmm. And there's even guys who like used to box, then they did MMA, then they went back to boxing. You know, very few. When I say like probably one. One guy was done that. And there's been a lot of talk about, the UFC called out the boxer, and the boxer nutted up and didn't say nothing. Well, in this situation, James Toney said too much.
He was looking for a fight and he got one.
He was looking for a fight. That boy went to the schoolyard saying, "What's up? What's up? Who out here talking that smack?"
Yeah, they didn't throw him a punk either. They gave him Randy Couture. So
yeah. So
it could have been worse, but I mean that wasn't exactly an entry level fight either.
Right. Exactly. But I'll say my comment for after the video. So let's go into UFC. So let me put this here. So I'm playing UFC Couture, COUTOUR.
T-U-R-E.
URE Couture versus Tony, T-O-N-E-Y. Alright, check this out, y'all.
This is the reason why boxers should stick to boxing and not go into the MMA. You don't see none of the MMA guys boxing. This is the reason right here, baby. Check this out. James Toney, you retarded for this, baby. That nigga's stupid. Number one reason why boxers should just stick to boxing, baby. This nigga tripping. Oh. Hug him. Do something, nigga. There you go. Hug that nigga. Suck his dick. Do something, baby. What the fuck is James Toney doing? This nigga tripping. That nigga almost 50 years old. Randy Couture is on James Toney act. Look at this shit. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Yo, they chanting UFC, man. Come on, man. At the end of the day, we all know if Randy was to box 12 rounds with James, he wouldn't win. Look at this shit. He beating the shit out of that black ass milk dud. Bite that nigga. I feel bad. Oh, Jesus. He bleeding. Oh, James. Run, James, run. Oh, shit. Oh, this is where this lights out, baby. Oh, James. Oh, James. He ain't giving up, though. He about to go to sleep, though, baby. Oh, James. Oh. That nigga brain about to bust out his head. Help me. Help me, please. Help me, please. Somebody please get him out me. Help me, please. Help me, please. Y'all know how James Toney talk. Help me. Help me, please. Oh, James, what are you doing? Oh, he just hit the nigga in the titty. Oh, James, come on, baby. Oh, that's it right there, baby. Yeah. That's that squeeze right there, baby. That's that squeeze. Oh. Woo. Oh, there it is, baby. It's all over. Hey. And that's why boxers should stick to boxing, baby. Kimbo, welcome to boxing. You shouldn't have fucked around with MMA. Get your fucking beard all scraped around the goddamn octagon, nigga. But yeah, there you have it. It's over, baby. This is the reason.
Man, I tell you, there really ain't no conversation about who's the best now. You know? What you think, man? Did you see? You saw live, huh? When it happened. So what you think?
I think anybody who thought it was going to go any differently than that should probably smack themselves. There's no surprise in that. Tony didn't even try.
Yeah.
I don't think he even tried. He only got paid $750,000 to do that. That's like more than Brock Lesnar makes. So he basically screwed the UFC and everybody, and it's a big joke at everybody's expense, really.
I mean, you say you don't think he tried, but I think he just wasn't trained. He kept saying in his interviews, "Man, I ain't training that ground game. I ain't doing none of that. Like it ain't gonna win. It don't work. So I'm not gonna even try to learn it." Well, like, that's just dumb cocky, dog.
But up until that, he was saying the opposite. That he was training his ass off and learning submissions and learning the game. And
he did say that?
Losing weight and in the best shape of his life. Came in, was it 237?
Damn.
That just ain't gonna cut it.
So he came in way overweight. That's crazy, man.
It'd be better to have a different boxer actually go in and try it. One that would actually try to learn some skills and mix it and match it around. But the result's going to be the same 9 times out of 100. 9 times out of 10, I mean.
But that's the thing, though. At what point, if a boxer does learn more MMA, is he still just a boxer? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I mean, I think that's what James ignorantly, that's what James Tony was trying to prove. Was that without learning all that, I'm still a boxer and I can still win. But it was just a cockiness of it all that turned me off, man.
And it's true for any sport. I mean, a lot of these guys have wrestling and boxing and kickboxing backgrounds, but none of them could do what they do without learning something else. I mean, like Randy Couture's background is in wrestling, almost Olympic level, or he might have even been Olympic level. But if he didn't know how to punch, if he didn't know how to no submissions, then he'd be in the same boat.
Right.
But I will say, if you only know one or the other, wrestling has an advantage just because it's easier to take somebody down, to hold somebody down, than it is to stand up. If I'm going to say 5 minutes, you have to stay standing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
That's harder than somebody saying you have 5 minutes to get the other guy down.
It's harder to take him down.
Way around. It's harder to stay up.
It's harder to, oh, okay. Okay. It's harder to stay
Because
up.
basically, if for the boxer's eyes in a fight, as soon as he hits the ground, he's dead.
Right. Right.
And to be able to go the whole time without going to the ground, it's harder than a wrestler just trying to shoot and eventually just managing a takedown.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, I don't know, man. What I do know is I don't think he tried to get the fuck up. You never saw any hip action. You never saw any. I mean, I know it's one thing not to be trained, but what about just regular instinct?
nah.
Like fighting instinct?
No, he tried as much as he knew.
That's crazy, man.
He
It's
tried
like
as much as he
he
knew.
got treated like he ain't never had a fight. Not just a professional boxer. I'm talking about like he was 10 years old or something. 9 years old, never been in a confrontation. That's how he got treated.
That's what 9 months of grappling will do to you.
That's
Do you
crazy.
realize he's got as much ground training as I do? And he's going to take on an Olympic wrestler.
That's crazy, man. So, okay.
Why boxers should stick to boxing and not
He was
go
an
in.
Olympic level wrestler back in his day before he came to UFC. Like freestyle wrestling, high school, college, and then went into Greco-Roman, and either was an Olympic alternate or maybe even made the team. So he's one of the best wrestlers there is. And if you take somebody at that level or somebody at that level of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu against somebody who's 8 months, 9 months, actually he lasted longer than I probably would have.
You think so? He lasted
I mean,
longer than you?
He lasted longer than I would against an advanced belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, put it that way.
Because they would have been kicking you, though. They would have been trying to knock you out.